Alright, so welcome everybody, and today we are going to be doing, well, a bit of a double unboxing, but mainly a product review, really. I had an Amazon package come today, which is a bit of a rare occurrence for me. I can only count on one hand the number of times I've actually used Amazon in my life. More of an eBay guy, not for any particular reason, just that I always find myself using eBay. And in it was these two things that I ordered. Now, one of them is a fairly simple 4-way USB splitter. I've got a couple of these about the house which were just cheap, crappy things I got off eBay, naturally. And if I'm honest, they're cheap and crappy. And that's the unfortunate thing about eBay sometimes. You search for something and all you see is hundreds and hundreds of listings of the same thing or very close to the same thing. Yeah, it's my biggest criticism of it, and they don't seem to want to do anything about it. If you want to find quality products, it can be difficult. Not all the time. I get a lot of my shooting stuff off eBay and it's perfectly good stuff, but yeah, type in USB splitter and it's one of those searches that eBay just kind of lets you down at. So I got that. It was £8-ish plus postage or something. I'll have a quick look inside before we go on to the main thing, which is this. This was the main purchase, the Logitech C920 Pro HD webcam. I'll touch on that in a minute because that's the main reason. Let's have a look at this quickly. Open it up. Obviously, I've taken these out of the box, the Amazon box, because that's just fairly standard. This is actually the first time I've opened this. Extend your warranty up to 2 years on a cable. Okay, whatever. Nice bit of packaging, nice solid bit of foam. There it is. And untwizzle this wire. Yeah, it's the length of the cable. Well, I don't know what it said. I think it said it was 50 centimetres. I'm not going to need even half that. They could have made it that long and it'd been perfect for my use, but whatever. It actually looks and feels like a decent bit of kit. You get these little power switches on there so you can turn them on and off. I'll leave a link in the description to the actual item to be found on Amazon. They do a powered version as well if you're going to be running things off it. I plan on having keyboard, mouse, one hard drive, second hard drive, and that's it. Yeah, that's all I plan on running off it. The two hard drives have their own power supply and the keyboard and mouse are just fine on USB power. But if you wanted to run lots of devices on it, and you know it wasn't able to power it just off the laptop, they do a powered version. Simply, there's another plug goes in. I don't know how it works. Yeah, get these little switches on here. Interestingly, they pop out to different heights. Whatever, as long as they work. So yeah. I see, you can get them you can get them off wish.com USB splitters for less than £1. And you can get more or less the same thing again off eBay for a little bit more. But I decided to go for something a bit more quality because, well, I mean, the thing with the eBay ones, I've got one off eBay, one off wish.com, and every now and then the mouse just stops working. And I look and the little light underneath is just blinking away. And you either just have to wait, and it can be seconds or it can be minutes, or you have to unplug the whole splitter and plug it all back in to get it to work, which is really annoying when you're trying to work. So yeah, hopefully that'll be a bit better for it. Anyway, main purchase, the webcam. I bought this, well, because the webcam built into my laptop is, well, it's atrocious. Really, I think it's 0.9 megapixels. It looks like I'm recording myself on a potato. Yeah, I think I had a digital camera back in like the early 2000s, which gave better pictures, and that was like 0.3 of a megapixel. Or it might have been 1.3, and that was like the best you could get at the time. So yeah, so I've got this. I mean, I had some, I'll be honest, it didn't technically cost me anything. I had some vouchers left over from Christmas, which just so happened to be for the same amount that this is. This was £50 or like 48 and some change. Or that, call it £50 on that. No idea what that is elsewhere. And yeah, I've got a series that I'm trying to make at the moment, but I just needed a better camera. Yeah, but rather than trying to set up all the camera equipment in the study, and then trying to synchronize them with the microphone, I have a condenser microphone connected to my laptop. I thought just get a camera, plug it in, and go for it. I tried using the webcam with the condenser microphone. It was just stupid. It just looked ridiculous. It would have been embarrassing. So let's just open this up, shall we? Following this little bit of an unboxing, I will show you some footage of it, and you'll get to see my pretty face. It's so bloody well packaged. For some reason it looked bigger in the pictures. But then again, the tiny box should have been a giveaway. Anyway, it doesn't actually say what megapixels these are, but they're not as important on the cameras, especially webcams. It is full 1080p, 30 frames per second, so that'll do the job. That is a really thick instruction manual. Actually, what on earth? What on earth? What? Am I supposed to read War and Peace? How complicated can it be? Oh, good lord. Every language under the sun. Where's English? Francais? Bloody hell. Webcam L butthole. Don't put the webcam up your butthole. Oh, okay. I'll find the English later. It's supposed to be plug and play, so I'll do the man thing and just not read the instructions. See how well it goes. Let's open this up. Funny thing about all this is I'm doing a product review of something that I bought after reading a product review. But screw it, it's my channel, do what I like. So there we are. That is the thing. Quite a simple device. Plug it into your USB port and away you go, it says. I'll leave all the little plastic stickers on it. But yeah. That's a slightly bigger lens than my phone camera. Bodes well. These little grills here are meant to be microphones, but of course I'm going to be using the condenser microphone, so they're probably a little bit redundant, although we will test them to see how good they are. Take this bit of plastic off the bottom. How do I get this off? Yeah, that pops out. So that's designed, you can either hook it over the top of your laptop, so it will sit kind of like that. You've got little rubberized bits on the inside to allow you to do that. That one's adjustable, so you're not scratching up your laptop. The inside of that's nicely rubberized as well. It's got rubber bits on the bottom of the microphone, of the camera for some reason. Oh. A nice sturdy bit of kit actually. Yeah, it's alright actually. And yeah, this is quite a handy thing. This is one of the things that sold it on me. Little tripod stand, standard to any camera fitting. Actually got this is a cheap and nasty one that came with a cheap and nasty. Actually, it's cheap, but it's not nasty. This little tripod has stood me in good stead over the years. Certainly longer than the camcorder that it came with. You pop those legs out. There we go, like that. So, I don't know if that's the actual tripod I'm going to use to mount it. I'm not going to hook it over the top of my laptop. It will be going on the desk somewhere. I've got various different tripods. Yeah, so that is it. Different angles. The wire, I'll show you the wire length. Again, this is almost certainly going to be more than I need. There we go. Not sure what that is. It's about 1 metre, I'm guessing. Doesn't say. So yeah, there it is, the Logitech C920 Pro HD webcam. So we're going to tidy up all this, try and find the English version of don't put the webcam up your butthole. Italiano. Okay. So, oh, there's the English bit. Could have just sent me that bit. Oh, there we go. I'm supposed to send them all over the world. I should be tolerant, shouldn't I? But then again, we thought, why not just have lots of these? And if you're shipping a shit ton of them to France, put all the French ones in the box. And if you're sending them all to Italy, put all the Italian ones in the box. Why send me all these? I don't know, there's probably some very good reason that's undeniable as to why they do it this way. It probably does save them money to just put all the instructions in all at once. But then again, I've got to wonder. I need... Let's count. Right, it's double-sided, but on this main side there's 15 different languages. So you're shipping me a piece of paper that's 15 times bigger than it actually needs to be. I mean, apart from it being bad for the planet, I've got to wonder, how hard can it be to just put the English instructions in the ones on their way to Britain or any other English-speaking country? You know, there's Polish on here, you know, if it's going to Poland, put the Polish bits of paper in there. So, I mean, Christ, if you wanted to just include pictures for people to follow, I don't see why you need all this text. Plug and play, for Christ's sake. Plug it in, get going. Don't put it up your butthole. Whatever. Anyway, I'll stop ranting. Let's go and get this thing plugged in. And yeah, we'll see how the USB port performs as well. So yeah, let's get going. Alright, so we've moved upstairs. We're going to do a quick setup. First things first though, I need a tasty beverage. So, all those people that go on about how Coke is better than Pepsi or Pepsi is better than Coke, you are all very, very wrong. That's the end of the matter. You are wrong. Anywho, so this is my usual setup. Yeah, you can see it's a little crowded bit. It does me. I've got everything within arm's reach here. And this white wire here that you can see isn't normally there. This is connected up to the camera, which is my phone, because we're on 5% battery. So yeah, I'll just plug it in so that we can keep filming, because it's getting a bit late at night and I wouldn't mind going to bed at some point. But other than that, this is pretty much how things are. I'll work anything up to 9-10 hours sat at this desk. That's just in my day job. And then, you know, in the evenings I do things like make crappy YouTube videos. So yeah, we'll start off just because with the splitter. So I'll show you what I mean. So as I said, this isn't normally plugged in. This is a Type-C port anyway on that. But yeah, we have here USB hard drive. And then next to it, that's a HDMI port, so that can't be used. And over here, headphone jack, USB splitter, and then this is the USB sound card that goes up to my condenser microphone here, which I'm just going to leave out of the way because we're not using it at the moment. Leave it up there. But I shall unplug this and I'll show you what I've been using. At the moment it's only got the USB mouse, and this is the little receiver for the keyboard on that. If you're wondering why I've got a bright pink keyboard, I used to have one that was a nice lovely blue colour, exactly the same design, white keys and everything, but it was blue and it died. Partly my own fault. I didn't change the batteries in it for quite a long time, and well, the weird thing was one of the batteries burst, but the thing kept working somehow, and then it slowly corroded the terminals, and even though I've cleaned them up and it all looks nice again, it still doesn't fucking work. So yeah, and then when I went back to the store, back to the shop with it, they didn't have the blue ones anymore, they only had the pink ones left. I thought, well, cock it, it's my office, it's not like I'm on show, so I got a pink one. So actually it looks a little childish, but it's actually really nice to type on, especially when you're on your computer all day like I am. So this is what I've been using so far up till now. Hopefully you can see that okay. This was, I can't remember if this was the wish.com job or the eBay job. I think it was the eBay one. This doesn't really matter, it's the same bloody product, but I mean you can tell just by looking at it. If you look there, I don't know if it's obvious, get the angle right, that USB port isn't in correctly. So if I, here we go, get an old USB stick and plug it in. Look at the angle on that, it just pokes up in the air. That's how well built this is, and they don't stay in properly. Same with the top, the connections are crap on it, and it keeps cutting out. The mouse, I'll turn it over, that normally lights up blue. I'll show you, just plug it back in. See? But that will just be very dim and flickering every now and then. And you can't use the mouse. And you have to unplug the whole lot and start again. Which is really annoying because it can be quite fast paced come my day job. And when your mouse cuts out partway through talking to a client, you're fucked. So, yeah. I'm not going to bin it because it does kind of work. I have other applications. Downstairs in the storeroom I have an old laptop that I use occasionally for checking emails. I'll just stick it with that. And this one, I mean, it just looks and feels better. I mean, I paid a lot more for it. So, paid like 8 times as much, so it fucking better be better. So, we'll plug this in, see what it does. As I said, the plan is to have keyboard, mouse, hard drive, and then I have another external hard drive which isn't plugged in at the moment because I've run out of places to plug it into. Couldn't plug it into this because the data transfer speed on it was just atrocious. To transfer 1 gig, my computer was saying it would take like a day. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So yeah, give this a go. This is USB 3, it says. You actually get the little blue bit in the end. Look at that. Blue means better, I suppose. So we're just going to try something here. Let's find a video. Let's say, okay, so this is the very first video I ever uploaded. It's literally a 1-hour video of the fish tank. It's 9.97 gigabytes. So we're going to copy and then go to the hard drive. Let's see what it does. So it's transferring from one hard drive to the other through the splitter, which is fully loaded. I mean, I know only 2 of them actually hard drives. The other two is a keyboard and mouse. It's averaging, well, it's fluctuating a little bit. It's doing about 16.5 MBS, and it's saying about 10 minutes now. It's starting at about 11 minutes to transfer basically a 10 gig file. See, that's about half the speed going from the laptop onto one of the hard drives, but that's still pretty good considering using this thing. This could have taken, I don't know, the rest of my fucking natural life. Who fucking knows? So yeah, so we'll leave that going for now. Actually, no, we'll cancel it off for now. Let's just leave that. Yeah, we'll leave that off for now. But yeah, impressed with that, because that now means I've freed up a USB port. That can be tucked away. All my wires nice and tidily put away. That just lives under there with all the extra cable. So yeah, I'm impressed with that. So if you're looking for a decent USB splitter, I'll leave a link in the description. Don't buy cheap crap off eBay. I mean, buy cheap crap off eBay if you like, but just be aware that occasionally it will be cheap crap. And I've been using eBay for a good 20 years, and only very rarely is it cheap crap. Don't want to, talk shit about eBay. But yeah, just be careful what you're buying. Every now and then you need to go to the dark side. Over there. Right over there. Right, next up, the main event. Spent far too long on that. Webcam. So yeah, probably going to put this on a tripod of some sort. But for now, we'll just see what it looks like on top of the laptop. So, a quick change of camera angle so you can see what I'm doing on this. One frustrating thing, I just realised I could really do with another USB splitter, which is quite annoying. Because, the plan was to put both hard drives on, keyboard and mouse onto the splitter. I'm leaving my microphone plugged directly into the laptop, just because I've been buying all sorts of wires and sound cards and stuff, trying to get the sound quality through this microphone to be tip top. And I think I'm there. What I don't want to do is then ruin it by having it plugged in through a splitter. I mean, it's a decent split. I might give it a go later. But yeah, the plan was to have this ring light, which is just out of shot. You can see the tripod for it here, plugged into the laptop as well. For no other reason than it then just gives me indefinite power. I can sit here and record and do things as long as I like. Which would have worked, but I forgot. This needs a USB port as well. So I've ordered a splitter, which has given me 4 USB ports. I mean, I had 4 already, although it wasn't really usable. So I suppose you could say it's given me 2 extra ones, because plugging more than 2 things into this was just an exercise in futility. So I've gone from being 1 USB port short, I've gained 2, and I'm still a USB port short. I mean, how the fuck does that work? Oh, whatever. Anyway, I'm just going to roughly mount this. I'll tidy up cables later. It's a good job the back of this is rubberized, because it's going to sit over the built-in camera on the laptop, which, whilst it is shit, this is a new laptop. I don't want to fuck it. So it said it was plug and play on the website, so let's see what happens. It needs to spin one of the hard drives up to make that work. Whatever. There it goes, ding ding. So we're just going to open up the camera app. Camera on, front facing camera. And of course it's black because this thing's hanging over the front of it. Let's go with settings now. Well, yeah, here we go. Look, here's the photo quality that's available on the standard built-in webcam. Move that to one side. We have a choice of 0.9 megapixels, 0.2 or 0.3. Yeah. But it's terrible. I mean, I don't know if this is coming across on the camera, but it's all grainy. I mean, I've got the big light on and the ring light on, and I'm illuminated okay, but all around the edges, the rest of the room, it's doing that sort of grainy flicker that old cameras do when they can't pick up enough light. But that's what the image on here looks like. Press the switch camera. I don't know if you can see it, these little blue lights come on either side of it, and that is so much better. I mean, you can just, it captures my ugliness just fucking perfectly. I mean, you know, the beard looks fucking fantastic. Shame about the face and the fucking nose. But yeah, that is so much better. There's none of this graininess to it. The image for some reason is mirrored differently, but that might just be the software that I'm using. It thinks this is a backward facing camera like you get on a tablet. So I'm pressing the switch camera option. Yeah. It's like night and day. So yeah, good show there, actually. And yeah, happy with that. I'll just quickly try turning the big light off and see what it's like in less than ideal conditions. I'm confident doing this with the camera that you're seeing me on at the moment, because I know that's good in dark conditions. And yeah, looks the same. I mean, I can see obviously it's gotten darker in the room, but it looks pretty good, damn good. So for the shiggles, turn the ring light off and see how good it does then. Don't know how well the phone actually does in complete darkness. Let's just try it. Even that's good. That is very good. That is recording very well. So I'm happy with that. There's a very slight amount of that graininess that you get in low light. But to be fair, it's pretty fucking dark in here now, so yeah. That's better. You can see it auto-focusing as well. Coming closer. Back out. Yeah, you can see it redo it. So yeah, happy with that. Didn't spend a bit of work. I'm going to stop recording for now. Spend a bit of work. I don't want it hooked onto the top of the laptop all this time. So we're going to put it on a tripod, sort of in line with this ring light that we have up here. And then I'll show you what I'm seeing on the screen properly then. And you can see the fucking difference with it. So yeah, let's do that. So starting off with the standard built-in webcam on the laptop. Now, apart from the fact that the angle's too low and I can't adjust it because it's built into the bezel on the screen, and then you have the microphone and the pop filter obscuring my face. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, if you look around the edges, you can see that sort of fuzziness. I'm sure there's a technical term for it. I just don't know what it is. I'm not that good at me cameras. I like to think I'm good at taking pictures. I do enjoy my photography, but I'm not that clued up on how cameras work and all the technical terms on it. But you can see that it's not handling it right. I do have the main ceiling light, what we call the big light, on. I'll quickly turn on the ring light as well. Come on. Oh, fucking hell, I'm fucking well illuminated now. There we go, it's sorted itself out. So yes, that's one thing. It takes it a while to figure itself out. And we're looking any different. You can see I'm better lit. But the rest of it doesn't look any better. And that's so yeah, that's what I was dealing with, and I've got an upcoming video series to be announced soon that was going to involve me sitting here talking to the camera a fair bit. Can't do with this quality of camera on it. So yeah, we'll just quickly make a switch over to the new webcam and you will see the difference. And there you go, that's on the Logitech webcam. As you can see, it's like night and day. I'm looking at it on the monitor down here. up at the camera. The angle is a bit high. That's obviously not the camera's fault. I'm still just working out how I want to mount it, but being able to put it where I like means that you don't have the microphone obscuring my face. I mean, you can still see it, but I kind of just want to show off my microphone. But yeah, you can see you don't have any of this like flickering, this graininess around the edges. You know, you can see all the detail. You can see a wider angle of the room and all the crap that I have in here. Actually, it's not crap. It's yeah, this is my, well, this is my library, my study, my solitude. But yeah, a lot of memories in this room. Anyway, getting off topic. But yeah, you can see the picture looks good. If I turn the ring light off, you can see something has happened. It takes it a moment to refocus. Still looks pretty damn good. I'll turn it back on. Again, you can tell something's happened and it takes a second to refocus. Not that bad. So yeah, happy with that. And yeah, and well, you can see me in all my glory as well with it, you know. The Daniel Jackson hat, you can see the detail on that, looking at it. I'm looking down at the camera as well as up at yourselves here. The beard looking glorious as always. The overgrown hair, just a shame about the fucking ugly mug in the middle framing it all. Never mind, and the fucking huge nose. Not a lot I can do about that, and of course that's not the camera's fault. But yeah, happy with that. Definitely worth the money. Definitely highly recommend both that and the splitter. I'll leave links to where you can buy the products in the description. But yeah, if you're looking for a decent webcam, definitely go with the Logitech. Thank you for watching. So just a quick play around with some of the lighting. As I mentioned earlier, I did have the what we call it up north, the big light, the C.
Big light. Don't get big light. What do people say that? Put big light on.
And then there's a ring light that the camera is mounted on top of. I've just turned the big light off on that just to see what it looks like. As you can see, it looks pretty good. I mean, the room is looking darker, as you would expect. It's nearly 11 o'clock at night now, and it's pitch black outside. So of course it's darker in here now. The only thing lighting up the room is the laptop screen and the ring light. But yeah, it looks pretty good on that. I'm obviously well lit. I'm right in front of the light, and yeah, it still looks good. So as I can see, yeah, you can still see the glorious beard, fucking ugly face. I mean, just for the giggles, let's just turn the ring light off and see what it does. So the only thing illuminating me now is the actual laptop screen, but that's not too bad. Obviously you can't see me very well because it's dark. You get a slight bit of graininess on the bits you can see sort of around my face and on my t-shirt, but that's not bad. I'm actually quite impressed with that. Curious to know what that little light is over my shoulder. That one. What is that? Something reflecting. Either that or something's about to murder me. Probably just a reflection. Yeah, turn that back on. Oh fuck. Oh god. Go on, battery pack. There we go. You can see it takes a moment just to refocus. Turn that off. As I turn it back on, you'll see it's almost like a little wave. You can see it just refocusing when the light comes back on. See it? But yeah, happy with that. So yeah, works in low light as well, which I mean the webcam on the laptop barely worked at all in good light, and this thing's kicking its ass in almost no light. Good show there by Logitech. Happy with that. Yeah, definitely happy with that.